Now I've been hearing some rumors about a new anbernic handheld. Also hear some rumors about the Mayo Mini handheld that they have supposed to be coming. But I'm gonna stick with this one right now about the anbernic. Now I hear that there's a new handheld that's coming, so I had to kind of do some digging and kind of search it up to try to figure it out. And come to find out, there is a new handheld that's coming, which is called the RG35XX, and then there's the basically the same name, but it's the S. So it's like a one is a dual operating system, which is basically D, and there's a single operating system. So there's specs and stuff, and it seems like to me that they're looking at this particular model, and this is what getting me, and it's just what attracting me to this is it has this whole Sega Genesis style, and I like that because before they made the RG353PS, which is more like look like a Super Nintendo controller. So I guess they really wanted to aim to make it look like this whole Sega Genesis style, which is cool because it actually caught my attention. But I look at, it's a lot of handhelds coming out, and a lot of handhelds that's always coming. There's always a lot of handhelds, and sometimes even the fact is that there's new ones. Let's not bypass some of the good stuff that can be at least a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You can save a whole lot. Let's put it that way. And that's what that's what I was thinking of, because I just did an update on my RG35XX, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still loving it. Let's get started. What's going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribe. It's always a big help. Now, I did an update on this little handheld I have, right? And I've been having this for a while because you guys, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I had this only for like 9 months, because like my last video I did, it was like 9 months ago, and there were so many handhelds that came out since 9 months ago. That's not far. That's absolutely not far. And I'm just like, wow, how many handhelds I mean, it's a lot. And it's like, sometimes these handhelds comes out and then the other one sits on the back end and nobody hardly talks about them. And I was just thinking about that, because these handhelds are still great. I mean, and when I got mine, and it took me a minute to do an update on the other on this one, because I don't know. I mean, the shock system worked it pretty fine to me. And I'm not even finished setting this thing up because I wasn't able to scrape everything and put everything in its place the way it's perfect, but I'm still happy with it. I'm still hooked on it. And as long as the games play, I'm just fine with this thing. This thing is still good. Now, I was just sitting up here, that's why I was just like thinking, because a lot of times, and even with the holidays coming, and that it's about that time to pick up the latest stuff, the latest electronics, the latest thing and everything. But sometimes we have to sit up there and catch them deals. I'm gonna tell you right now, catch the deal. And if you see some of those handhelds that's been out for a while, that's a little bit more cheaper, it's pretty much, to me, and I'm not gonna sit there and dig in all these specs and stuff like that, but come on, it's still basically got the same stuff packed inside of it. It's just a different design, different things. And don't get me wrong, I fall into it too, because I love how to look like this one. Like, I'm just thinking about that new one, the Arc series. I was just thinking about that because the fact is that whole Sega Genesis style. And I'm like, and then me myself, I'm just like thinking, I'm like, you know what? If I had this, or knowing me, I might just end up still picking it up, because that's just, I'm just gonna have this thing just filled with just Sega stuff. I know they got fighting games and you can use it for a controller, stuff like that. Man, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about playing me some Streets of Rage. I'm thinking about playing original Sonic. You know what I'm saying? I am like, I want to even go back and play Mortal Kombat that was on Sega Genesis. I'm like on that. It's like, it's some games. I'm thinking about playing Kid Chameleon, Toe Jam and Earl. I'm thinking about playing games like that. I'm thinking about playing Sega Saturn games, if possible, if I'm able to, even if able to run. I don't know. I'm not gonna dig in. Just like I said, I'm not gonna dig into all these specs, but if it can play Sega Saturn game, I'm going in. I'm going in, because I mean, just to have this 6-button style right here to be able to play those games, and the way the T-pad is, and that full, to me, that full classic Sega Genesis style. This is like perfect for Sega Genesis, like Nomad. What? Remember the Nomad, the handheld that was the Sega Genesis, that if you try to go out there and try to find that thing, it's like super expensive. Yeah. So stuff like this, yeah. But this handheld is still a great classic to me. That's still good. And pretty soon that's what everybody gonna think, because there's so many other handhelds coming out. So many other styles is coming out. And this is like a very good pocket device that's still good. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, and that's just my opinion, because there's a lot of handhelds coming out. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them that I do have my eyes set on, like the RG405 and stuff. I'm not gonna get the Nano. My hands is too big for that. I ain't gonna get the Nano. That's not gonna work out for me. But as far as like these other ones, I mean, for real, I mean, and sometimes we end up getting them for different styles and different reasons, and it's just like, and we end up collecting them, and it's just like, but at the same time, if you like, look, if you're a person that wants out, to me, catch a deal. Let's catch a deal. If you find some that's like, for the low, let me know, because because we always gotta save and do we have to do. That's the reason why I was just like, I wanted to do this particular video. So first of all, I'll show you that I had actually fell into the whole Garlic OS, and number two, I was just like, just thinking about this new handheld, and what are your thoughts on it when you see it? I mean, is you gonna jump on it? I mean, I just, like I said, if I did, number one, I want to show you guys how it is and how it plays. But also the fact is, I'm not gonna lie, I think that thing gonna be straight Sega Genesis for me. it might not even be Sega Saturn. It might just be straight Sega Genesis. Like, really, like Sega 32X and Sega CD. That's if I go for it, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I was thinking. But it's enough of me yapping. I just want to talk to y'all about that, but also I just want to show you the progress I'm making up on this one, because I'm still setting some things up, and I'm trying to get it right. But of course, we're gonna make mistakes. That's just the way it is, though. All right, you guys, from Gamer to Gamer. Thank you guys. Peace out.